Okay folks, welcome back to Dark Souls 3. This is our second incursion into the madness of the Japanese version. A couple of things have changed in the night, mainly, look at my beastly mask, that's right, pretty sexy. Got a big chain, it's ridiculous, it's heavy. If you want to play Dark Souls 3 right now, the choice you should have made is Xbox One, because there is a region issue with it, which enables you to get this game right now in English. So all of the mysteries that me and a lot of people are looking for and going through and experiencing are completely unnecessary if you go Xbox One route. I thought Xbox One was region locked on live, because when I've researched it in the past to do stuff like this, it told me in a lot of forums and even on the Microsoft thing that the Xbox console isn't region locked, but a lot of the marketplace stuff is, and there's no guarantee. So I didn't think you could actually import stuff and download it early like that from different regions. Turns out you can, and people have, so people are getting the game in English. I was able to find out what my rings mean, which is useful, and I can go in now and show you because there's been some differences. So, wrong panel, take two. Also, I've got some new rings. So this one right here that I'm wearing is a ring I found last night, which I'm going to show you where I found it. It makes your Estus flask work better. The reason I'm wearing it is because there's nothing else really worth wearing. This is the Silver Covetous Serpent Ring. It gives you more souls. I still don't quite understand what that does, that consecutive attack, sorry. That's the Flynn Ring. That's why that looked familiar. However, the armor set that I'm wearing and my weight right now does not give me any bonuses from the Flynn Ring. If I take everything off, I get 218 attack from 198, which is not that much more AR considering. This is called the Sage Ring. It has something to do with spells. I think it makes your spell castings quicker. So as you can see, we've got a couple of, I mean, they don't even have that ring on the wiki, but I assume I know what it is and I know what it does, but you never know. Additionally, folks, if you're having trouble with the mapping of the buttons, the PlayStation 4 enables you to remap them. So that's what I've gone and done. I'm still going to make mistakes and press wrong buttons because I've messed with it for the last 8 hours pressing the wrong buttons. But I'm now, circle is roll, X is confirm. Hopefully I can get that in my brain and we can have some fun. What did I do last night, you might be wondering? I tried farming a few enemies in a few areas and I had really mixed reviews. The results just didn't work. I was hoping to upgrade a ton of weapons so that I could have a lot of choice while we were playing. It's just not what happened, guys, at all. The drops seem to be hot and cold. I farmed the Dark Wraith for a bit. He drops cracked red eye orbs almost indefinitely, it seems. I found a couple of enemies that dropped Titanite shards, and at first they dropped a bunch and then they stopped. I don't know if there's some kind of trigger. I farmed the knights in Lothric. I got their sword, I got their helmets, I got all this kind of stuff. It's just a nice long sword, it's fancy. And I got Titanite shards and then they stopped. So I ended up only getting about 10 shards in about an hour and a half. But I did some other things, and one of them was, because I got a bunch of souls and I didn't want to level up and there was nothing to buy, I bought the keys that were here. This lady had 2 keys. One of them was 20k and it opens the one up to the crows. The other one was cheaper. I don't know where that one leads. And it made me think, you know, maybe I should look up here and have a bit more exploration. And that's what I did. I came up here. And up here is the fog, which I think you can run through. Yeah. I'm so used to being cockblocked by fogs that I never thought to even test it. But look at this! It's a giant. It's Dark Souls 2 lore in this game, which I thought was kind of cool. This is the door that leads to the crows. I thought there was a dude there then. I dropped everything in my inventory to the crows to see what they would give me. I got, I think, a twinkling titanite and not much else. I got the hello carving from that. Like, it was Homeward Bone, it was Alluring Skull, it was Prism Stone, it was one of them. the mosses. It was, you know, the normal stuff. If you've dropped stuff to those people before. I also picked up 2 of these and I don't know what they do. Some kind of bloody pieces of coal or something, I don't know. I got a ton more taunts, because you get gestures from talking to NPCs. But all of them are kind of shitty. So, you see this ladder here? This ladder was not kicked down. You need to get up there to activate this ladder. But what I managed to do is I jumped onto this roof by glitching off of this tree. And it's a fiddly jump. It's kind of irony. But it's a fiddly jump. So you see what I did there? We're not meant to be on here. Because you should only be able to get access here if you pay 20k. So I picked up that, whatever that was. Nothing worth noting. I came over here. As you do. And I went all the way around the other side. There's not really much anything around that side, except you fall down and there's a crystal lizard. But in here, there is the bottom of the snuggly nest, or whatever the birds are called. So make of those guys what you wish. And I think there was an item. Yeah, there's an item there. It was an Estus flask shard. You'll notice I have 9 flasks now and I've ascended it twice. I had the components to ascend my flask, I just didn't do it. I ended up doing it last night with the Firekeeper. And do you see directly ahead? It was a wall. I went up to it, I pressed examine on it, and it opened as an illusory wall. And you'll notice this is the gallery in the Firelink. So when you get here, this is an area you've not been to, so when you fall down, there is a chest. And in this chest is the covetous silver serpent ring. And that's just an indication of some of the weird stuff I was doing last night. I was trying to glitch jump everywhere once I did that. I went off on a right bender. But we're going to talk to a bunch of NPCs. We're going to talk to some people we've not talked to in a while, see if anything's changed, and then we're going to continue exploring. I also found somebody that I need to show you, because I don't often get stopped in my tracks when I play video games, and this thing stopped me cold. Oh.
You found a proper red eye. Brilliant. I knew you were no ordinary man.
See what I mean?
Now invade and pillage all you like. And if you grow weary of your duty, you too may become a finger. Come on, give yourself to Rosaria of the Cathedral of the Deep.
Rosaria?
Now invade and pillage all you like. And if you grow weary of your duty...
Yeah, he's repeating himself. So I mentioned that the swamp area with the poison seems like it's an homage to Valley of Defilement, and I have explored the entire thing now, picking up some of the items and what have you. And I've got to say, guys, it's more than just an homage. It's Valley of Defilement way more than it is Blighttown. There is areas of the water where you cannot walk fast, and when you roll, it does a fat roll regardless of your weight. There's curse frogs. You know those giant things that were all together in that little cluster? They are a mage spellcaster that is almost brutish. It charges you down and it stamps its spear into the ground and it casts these skulls at you like Martyr Ligarius. It's the worst upgrade on those scrubbers in Defilement, those big giant monsters. What they've done is they've made Valley of Defilement and they've made it worse. Believe that. It doesn't make sense how you could, but they did. So, pretty weird and endearing. Anyhow, is there anything we can purchase off you? See, those are the 2 keys I mentioned. This lady also had that armor, but I think we saw that yesterday.
Ashen one, be sure to bring.
I've also got a lot of different upgrade resources. So I can give you an idea of what you can do. So if you look, we've got that one, which I think is quality. That one, which is raw. That one's magic. That one is fire, of course. That one's faith. And then that one is dark, I think. And I have a hunch that the sharp one might be boss upgrade. Because if you look, I think it's on the other path. So you've got these that go up with Titanite. You've got this that goes up with Twinkling. And there's another resource that I haven't been able to spend, which looks like a spear or a shark. That spear's amazing, by the way. Really cool looking spear. Those are the swords that those knights drop. I found a great sword. Might be interested in seeing that. It's hilarious how much this game ignores Dark Souls 2 ever existed. It really is. I found this in the swamp on a piece of concrete. It wasn't hard to find. It looks just like the one in Dark Souls 2, but it doesn't swing anything like it. It's a Dark Souls 1 weapon. It's got a stance as well, just like the Zwei. But it's not going to be the kind of thing I can use. So I'm not going to get too attached. But I want to go back to the Undead Settlement because I want to double check some things. Oops. Fastest way to do this, I believe, is to go to the forest area and go backwards. I killed a bunch of these gargoyle things, griffin, harpy monsters, and all they drop is the dagger, it seems. Unless I was getting really bad drops. Which could be true. I also want to talk to the lady who gave us the banner, because if you remember, there was a ladder behind her. Maybe we can get up the ladder now. But there's a door to the right of the grumpy man. And I want to see what this guy says now we kill the boss.
You like poking around in cells, do you? How very genteel.
Genteel?
Taking an interest in her, have you?
Oh, this one.
Well, she's a lost cause. Couldn't even become a firekeeper. After I brought her all this way and got her all ready. She's beyond repair, I tell you.
Oh, interesting. This has got to be the Paladin Leroy... Well, the Garl Vinland to the Maiden Estrella connection. I want to get down there.
The woman's a lost cause. Couldn't even become a firekeeper.
So, have I got the key for this? Because I've been picking up some keys. I bought a key. No. I'd really like to go in there, Mr. Galvin. I want to kill this guy, but I also want to see what he does. If I could kill him anyway, he'd probably beat me up. So now, I'm going to check the rat corridor, see if I can access any of it. I might die though, because a lot of portmen, and these portmen are super accurate with that stupid port. See what I mean? They're playing for keeps. But can they navigate ladders? Probably. Nice jump, dude. I bought a ton of firebombs so that I'd have access to them. And that way I've always got something to chuck. When I need to. And I just chucked an Estus flask down my gullet. See ya. Ahaha! I knew that key would unlock something interesting. It wasn't my first choice, but it's a damn choice. Are we going into the dirty, dirty depths? This looks creepy. I like creepy. Is this the Covenant? That's somebody's loincloth. I don't know what this is. Oh, this could be that Velka thing. I don't know. What should be note? I've just got all excited for a new area and it's note. Oh, halberd. A lot of skellybobs. Something's moving. It's big. And it's in chains. Oh! Skeletons we hardly knew you. That one's got a big falky on, you see that? One behind me. Getting... These are big skeletons too, they're not... Like, look. Fuck you, with your little back skate. Jump attack. Do they get back up? I hope not. It's on the other side of this wall. It's about there. They're not... Well, they are skeletons, but they're not. They're tree men skeletons. Oh. People turning into trees. I wonder why the dog's injured. I don't know what it was that was stomping around. This is leading down there, hasn't it? I got my wish. Oh, the people I could hear were probably up there with the pots. Hey, this looks like a bad idea, doesn't it? Let's chase this thing into this big open area. Maybe it's like ceaseless. Maybe you've got to pick up some shit before it gets mad at you. Oh! GG, dude. I did not realize you could do that kind of stuff. It makes sense though, doesn't it? Because that person was poised up there all that time and I kept waiting for them to fall off. They never did, and then they did that. Sweet. We got some booby shard too, so I'm happy about that. Where does this lead though? Is this leading to that road of sacrifice that you're all talking about? I guess we'll find out. Is that a trap? No. Ooh. I don't think I've got any arrows. I do have bombs though. Problem is, aiming the chuffs. That was close. Oh, it's one of my favourite shields from Dark Souls 1. Of the skeletons. I don't remember it having that bad physical, but I wore it for parrying, really. Parrying and colour. Rats. This is a dead end. Rats it is. I don't trust that little hovel. As expected, more rats. see, this would have a greater effect on me if it wasn't for Bloodborne. And Dark Souls 2 to some respect, because how many rats do you fight in Chalice dungeons in groups of like 10s? How many rats did you fight against that one boss in... That's a talisman. In Bloodborne... In Dark Souls 2, sorry. So, if you're going to throw rats at me, it has to be serious, or I'm probably not going to get it. Some great lighting here. I appreciate the moody lighting. It reminds me of the undead crypt. Oh, okay. We were never meant to open that door then. This is probably going to piss that man off. Look, she looks like a maiden. Keep pressing circle.
Who is there? Someone there? Anyone?
Is she blind?
Oh, please. Whoever you are, touch me.
Oh.
The dark surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh. Little creatures.
You heard it
They
here,
must stop
guys.
biting.
That was consent.
Please, hold out your hand and touch me.
Wow. Sure. I'll touch you. What are you going to do? Touch your face? Oh, that's cute.
Yes, there you are. So
Maybe not.
Close,
That's not where
indeed.
her boobies are. Get the
And
boobs.
I'm not entirely alone just yet. Praise the merciful gods above.
Oh, we get the prayer sign. The prayer gesture. Anything else?
Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Carim.
Of Carim.
I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper. Your touch has freed me from the darkness.
Oh.
You
What can
are
I say?
a
I've got magic
champion.
hands.
I am weak and unfit to tend the flames. But if it would not trouble you,
Hmm.
might I enter into your service instead?
All you had to do was ask. Now, instead of doing my plate armor.
Oh, thank you, sweet champion. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Carim, solemnly swear to serve you.
She's of Carim, dude. I don't trust people from Carim. That guy's gonna be pissed.